My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Vow. And nobody talks about this movie, so I was expecting a typical Nicholas Sparks movie, and I don't know if this is a hot take or not. This movie is great. I loved it. Like, holy shit. Yes, this movie can be very sweet, and yes, it can be pleasant, and yes, it's romantic. But it's also got a lot more complexity. It has a lot more depth and weight than I was expecting to get from it. It's about this couple, and she loses her memory, and she can't remember him at all, and her family's trying to get her to go back home with them so she can remember who she was, while her husband is trying to get her to come back home with him so he can remember who she is now. And there was like this constant tug and pull between her family and Leo, and I thought that was captivating, but there's just so much going on. Well, I found this movie to be rich. Like, her sense of identity and how she doesn't know who she is explored in such a meaningful manner. We see how time affects her, and we also see how her memories shape her perception of herself. And I just thought there was so much to this movie. Like, the husband's trying to remind her of stuff that she doesn't remember, and you feel for him, and her family wants her back. They want the little girl they raised to come back to them. But she's not that little girl anymore. And, it's trying to choose between two sides, and how she just eventually decides to ride the wave and become the person who she was, but eventually becomes again. I just thought all of that I loved. I think this is a lot more smart of a script than other movies in this genre, and the cast all does a great job. Channing Tatum is very good here. You can just feel his frustration and feel his hopelessness, and you can see the sweet romantic side and how that's fading away. There is so much going on in this character's head, and he brought it to life so perfectly. Then you've got Rachel McAdams, and if you know me, I love Rachel McAdams. She is probably my favorite actress. She makes every movie better. She just has this likable, charming presence to her, and this movie is no exception. Now, that said, she can also bring the weight when it's needed for this movie. You've also got Sam Neill, Alan Grant himself, and I think he did a good job. There's more to his character than you know at the start, and I thought the way that was handled was very nuanced and very well done, and I thought he excels here. You've also got Jessica Lange, who I think does a pretty good job. Scott Speedman does everything he needs to incredibly well. And Tatiana Maslany. I know she has a bad rep nowadays because of She-Hulk. I think she is a bright spot whenever she's on screen. She's very likable. She has a nice presence to her. And yeah, I liked what she added to this movie. So yeah, I loved it. I really did. I do got a few issues that I wish the start of the movie was a bit better, that they showed their romance, more of it, before everything goes south. And then I also wish the main character wasn't so stupid every now and again. There are some things said and some things he does which are just a bit too stupid. But minor complaints. This is a great movie. I think it's very underrated. Like, just before I shot this review, I looked up the Rotten Tomato score. 32%. You kidding me? I just got a lot from this movie. There's plenty on its mind about identity and time and memories, and I just thought this story being told was so compelling and so well done. It is emotional when it needs to be. So I'm giving The Vow an 8 out of 10. Okay, have you seen The Vow? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.